and welcome to your daily video. I hope all of you are doing great today. Thank you for tuning in. So let's go ahead and see what's popping up in your energies. Spirit angels and guides, please show us for Aries. A water king, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Three of Wands, excited, impulsive. And the Page. You're very excited for something here, or you could be getting some news. I feel like there's someone who wants nothing to do with a couple of people here who are very immature. There's something where this person has better things to do than deal with these two people. Now, what comes in for you is Nine of Coin. I'm doing something my own way. I'm doing it the way I want to do it because I can, because I have the resources. There's these immature energies right here. They could be messengers, but they are youthful, younger, not authority, and King of Water, emotional strength of a leader, but the challenge being I'm waiting on something else. The world is something where it's a big accomplishment through, it could also be somebody is distracted by these people, but this is in the challenge position. So they are anticipating their energy, or your energy, sorry, Aries, is Knight of Coin. You're doing something where you are taking your time. So you're taking your time. And you are moving, like you're not standing in one place. You are taking your time. And what is around Aries here? Strength. Five of Swords. So you fear that somebody will be angry, jealous, blaming, or hateful, or needing to, or blaming you, or feeling like it's your fault if you do something on your own. So then you come into this energy of, well, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm in the development and the process. You could feel like somebody is trying to bring you down to their level. Six of Air. So you're staying away from it. Looking for peace. Looking for a way out. Or a way out of a conversation. Or you're just avoiding. There's a Nine of Swords here. There's something where you feel like the development could lead to something where you can't do it on your own anymore, or something like that. It comes into a Four of Cups, which is like, I don't really care for it. You don't hate it, but you're like, no. And then you come into happiness. So Nine of Cups. I'm happy. I'm doing what I want to do. Things are going good for me. So there's a lot of independence in this situation with these Page energies around a King of the Cups. A water sign man. There's messengers. Under the deck was a Seven of Swords. The lie, the cheat, the sneak, the thief. The person who uses information. takes the information and then avoids or something. Sevens are developments. So there is something developing that you don't want to destroy. But these pages, maybe it's the way they come forward. These two individuals, or it could be messages. Okay, let's try it again for Aries here. Show us again what's going on with Aries. 5 of Swords. The energy of conflict. Like something needs to change. Seven of Coin. It is developing, but it's developing slowly. It could also be about money. Developments of money. I think there's something where you don't want it destroyed. You're like, I don't want it destroyed. I don't want it ruined. The Justice. I'm going to try and back this up a little. And give you more. There. That's better. All right, so Justice is the major arcana that refers to balance. Things that it's the supernatural energy. It is a big deal. 6 of Air. You want out of conflict. You want out of something that is making you feel, I don't want to say threatened, but if there is something that is, you come into Page of Wands. Impulsive, excited. What is your energy here, Aries, in this Mars? You feel like you have to defend your position. Okay, what is around Aries here? Earth King, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. 7 of Pentacles is in the challenge, so there could be something about something taking too much time, taking too long. The value, the worth is questioned, because you either want or fear Knight of Coin. Like something's going to take too long. It's slow moving earth. And I think you want Knight of Coin. You want to take your time. You want to make a decision. You could be mad at someone for what you invested in. You may have given them money, invested in it, and received nothing in return. And now you are jumping back into something where you feel like you have to defend your position, though. Your energy is combative or defensive because of the development. What is... Okay, you come out 6 of Wands. So you come out as the Hero's Victory March. So I've been doing this reading. I did multiple readings yesterday. It comes out as the hero, the energy of the planet Jupiter. So you come out as your best life. Why is there a Page of Wands here? What is Page of Wands? The Faith and the High Priestess and the Magician. New, spiritual. What is the King of Pentacles about? A Queen of Wands and the 9 of Wands. Somebody won't give up. There could be a person who is ill, physically ill. 9 of Wands is persistent, won't give up, won't stop trying. Why are you 6 of Wands? What is Aries as 6 of Wands? Ace of Cups. You feel very strongly about it. The emotions are very, very strong. You also have Ace of Fire. You're surprised. You're inspired. It's right away. It's immediate. And we have the Death energy. So there is something changing. Scorpio energy around a situation. Yeah, like I said, there could be a person who is ill. But why are you Seven of Rods? Why are you defending your position? Feeling like you have to stand your ground. Magician. You're moving things around, manifesting. And an Ace of Coin. You have something new and important that you're doing. Why do you feel very strongly about Six of Wands? There's a Page of the Coin, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. What is the Justice here? The Day of Judgment. So this is about, am I going to get what I need? Do I deserve what I'm getting? Yes. The Day of Judgment, I was just reading up on it last night. Judgment comes after, or to decide whether something should be reconciled or justified. So if someone's in court and they're like, I was done wrong, please give me what I need. It's the court of spiritual karma. So justice is enforcement through a balanced mind perspective or fairness. So you're definitely ready for something, because this seems like the universe or God thinks you're ready. Okay, so why are you the Judgment in this? Why does Aries receive the Judgment? Or there is judgment. A King of Swords. A Hermit. A Seven of Swords. Somebody's making a decision about someone who shows the way to someone, but there is a Seven of Swords. There is something about lies, trickery, using information. Okay. So this person comes in very strong, very straightforward, final, about a spiritual discovery, and behind that is something that is about a trick or a trickster. Okay, why do we have an Ace of Cups here? You feel very strongly about a situation. There is Four of Swords. There is something about healing, cutting off communication, not speaking, not talking to a person. Why do you have an Ace of Coin coming in? There's something here hidden in the situation that you're dealing with where you're manifesting something. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius feminine and an earth sign man and an air sign man. There could be a person who is trying to block or defend, and you don't know this. So there's Two of Swords and Moon. You just don't know. Under the energy could be a water sign feminine who said, you know what, forget it. I'm walking away from the situation. I'm leaving it behind. I just don't care anymore. And under the thing is death here. So there's something about a change or an ending. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, let's just keep going here. I just read in a book that said you shouldn't multiple pull, but you know, I kind of like multiple pulls. Okay, there's a water sign, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, feminine. The cup of emotions overflows. There's also an earth sign, feminine, around the energies. Okay? There is something urgent. worrisome. Someone is all caught up in their head. Okay, let's see here. So I have these cards, you know, you're fighting for something about, and you're defending your position about something that's given to you, or you're giving it to someone. But the Ace of Pentacles is in your energy. The new important money, document, situation. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Something's taking time. They're considering the value, or the value is being considered. I mean, all right. There's a person that makes a final decision here about a situation because there is untrue or falseness. This King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they make a final decision. And what is your energy here, Aries? What do we have? Wow. When someone's all caught up in their head about something, when they are maybe paranoid, I mean, that could be part of it. When you're all caught up in your head and you can't stop thinking about it and you're worried and you don't have an answer, not too sure like what happens with that. Like you're building an enterprise. It's very Capricorn. It's like I'm building an enterprise based on ideas of what? Information. And there's a Capricorn here. And you feel like you're in defense of. You're in defense. You feel strongly about it. And so why is it developed? Why is it developed for the good and not to destroy something? What is going on here with the King of Swords? Truth. Okay, so you get truth. And what is this Queen of Water about? Ten of Pentacles, long-term connections, family, friends, community, permanent situations. Why is there a Queen of Coin here? Okay, remember I said it's someone all caught up in their head? Feeling isolated, alone, all caught up in their mind. And under this energy there is a person around it that feels hostile towards them. Fives need to be rectified through the judgment, through the day of reckoning. Spiritual correction, moral correction. There is a surprise. Ace of Fire. Your energy is Mars. You're like, well, I'm not backing down. I'm standing my ground. Why do you want to stand your ground here, Aries? Why is that the case? Memories of people. Okay, what are the memories of the people? Six of Cups, Three of Cups, Two of Swords. Mentally conflicted due to information. You're trying to understand and have harmony and figure it out, but it's kind of hard to figure it out. So you're like, well, I'm just going to defend stand on a higher ground. It ends up as a development that is accountable. Three of Pentacles. You're trying to survive here, basically. It's like you don't want to destroy something. You don't want something to fall apart. Wow. What is this outcome about? Three of Pentacles, accountable to others, dependable, predictable, maybe exclusive. And what is this about? You're excited. You're filled with like, this is exciting. I'm inspired. Why is there an Ace of Swords here? Memories, past, emotions. Why is there an Eight of Swords? This person feels like they're under pressure. 10 and 10. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and stuck with the Hangman. They feel like they are put into a situation that they can't get out of. So you come out here like the hero's victory, showing like, look at me, look what I did. And then 6 and 6. So you are being granted through the judgment good karma. Queen of Air, okay. And a Four of Cups. Again, it's this energy of, I don't care, I don't want it, I'm refusing. And then Eight of Cups, I'm walking away from it. Why is there a walking away? Because there's something new being offered. Okay, and then under it is a Death. So there is something about a big life change. Why does somebody go through an Eight of Swords? Why is that the case? 10 of Swords. They're at the end of their... somehow they feel very betrayed. Page of Cups. They try to come forward friendly. Why do you have an Ace of Coin coming to you here, Aries? You have Justice. And we've gone full circle. So, full circle is where you go through all the feelings and all the information. Spirit is showing you that you are capable. You're very capable. Okay, so there's a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Feminine Queen. So that is not someone who's incapable. That is someone who's grown and they are, you know, established. They're not the leader of something, but they are very established. Your energy is not that. You're like, I'm out here doing the work. And it's not easy. And somebody comes to you like, I feel ruined. I feel like something's ruining me. On your mind is Queen of the Water, which could be a water sign person, but it could also be you want to show compassion. Like, I want to care. I'm aware of compassion. I'm aware, but I'm going to push. This is like a situation where it's weird. It's like something unusual, and your goal is to have friendship. So we have unnatural passion with what's coming in is affinity or friendship. So there's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy with the truth, new information. Obedience. I don't see you as being obedient. I see you as filled with passion and energy. The King of Swords in the future could be you telling someone exactly the truth. We have intellectual lucidity versus a vice. So you see a situation clearly, or someone else sees a situation clearly for what it is. Do you see these energies? Unnatural passion, war and strife, vices. There's something here very restrictive. Oh, you're aware of someone broke trust and fraud and misrep. And the reason being is they broke a circle of trust and committed fraud or misrep. You're aware that this was cowardly and a poor judgment. Like somebody made a decision that is like they made a poor judgment in some area. You might be circling the wagons. I just thought of that. You might be circling the wagons for someone on behalf of someone. We have creation and ingratitude, or someone who's ungrateful. You create things. There's an energy of someone who's ungrateful. Oh, we have a new beginning and someone's angry about that. There's something about rituals and ceremonies, and there is something false around the situation. But let's see. Religious conflicts, purification. I was going to do some sage my whole house, but it's hard to sage your whole house. You get ash everywhere. You have to be careful. Yeah, so you're going to receive restitution. There may have been fines or unfair costs that you had to pay. Some of you, this is about disability. Okay. Okay. Like an actual disability claim? Or somebody is doing a disability claim? I don't know. Your energy is committed to something, but moving on because justice is coming for you. But you are in the middle of some kind of like spiritual warfare, perhaps. I don't know. Eight of Cups is the energy of how I feel, and if you feel like leaving a situation, you're like, this no longer serves, I'm not happy. You're showing your commitment to something that you believe in, and you're exclusive to this. Okay, show us what's going on again here for Aries. Show us Four of Cups. Somebody refuses or rejects. There's a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. The Fool, freedom, living in the moment, and a King. Somebody's living in the moment, taking risks, taking a chance. A Fire King, an Aries, Leo, or Sag. There is something about fire and motion, getting up and going. There is strength around that. There is nostalgia for the past. or a person from the past. The Empress with the Seven of Swords. So there could have been a matriarch, some kind of empress. We have Six of Air, moving on, the Moon and the Death. So there is something here closing out the cycle, ending that was mysterious. The Moon is things that are hidden or covered up. Okay, your energy is Seven of Wands. You're fighting for it. I just saw it again. You're demanding, you're standing up on a higher ground. Who is this Queen of Pentacles here? This person is doing something independently. There is the Star and harmony. Things are working out. They're healing and recovering. They're juggling. Well, they're not juggling. They're managing and they're healing. Why is there truth? It's coming from this King of Swords, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, a final decision. There's a secret about other people. Three of Cups and secret, something that is known amongst other people. And under the deck, Five of Wands, competitive or conflict filled. Okay, you do come into justice, or justice is a part of the situation. There's an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Something is missing or taken away. And there is something very meticulous. Capricorn, very detailed. Reports could be filed. There could have been a report filed. You're in solidarity. You're standing in solidarity with the person here. Okay. There is this Five of Swords under the deck. So there is a person around this situation that is like, this needs to be fixed. This needs to be changed. There is a Two of Cups. Somebody's in agreement or cahoots that something's not enough or it was taken away. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. There could be some blame going around a situation. Okay. So I will do the weeklies for all zodiacs today. It is my goal to do that. And my other camera kind of broke, so I'm going to try and get that going. Hopefully I can get it to work again. If not, I'll just keep it this way. Being appreciated. Happy family. Seventh chakra, connecting to God or the heavens. The garden and the gate. This is like, you don't feel ready for it. Angel of Balance, you're trying to consider. A journey and a door to romance. Okay. Magician and the journey again. Indecision. Fifth chakra. Important messages. Contract. Woman holding a heart. The door to value opening. All right, well, In the future position is a person giving you a final decision. Like, this is what it is. And that person is someone you are currently up against or you're fighting on behalf of. Seven of Fire is developing passion, developing energy. When something needs to change. Okay, so I have the card of prosperity coming out here. What else? The guardian familiar. There could be something about a pet. Staying grounded, the staff of stability, the magic circle of protection. Okay, so I have my dark magic, dark energy protection box. It is for sale if you want it. It's on my website, starseed1111.com. All right, this is what I have for you, Aries. Thank you, and I'll see you again next time.